Just eases him off the ball. Rijkaard, not the most accurate pass. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Decent progress down the left. First quarter of an hour gone. Davids. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Pelé. Very nicely done. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now that looks a decent ball. Neymar gets through on his own. Maldini. Rijkaard. Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press. It's a good run down the right. Modric goes steaming forward. Distributed tidily. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball one. Header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's good running with the ball. And this is Ronaldo. Beckenbauer. It's Seedorf. Pelé. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Wriggles his way through. That's a cute ball. Pelé receives it in a wide position. Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caceres. Oh, this looks sharp. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising. Oh, that's ambitious. He's got away with one there. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Davids. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, important interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Spread it left. There's the terrific header. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's got tall. Roberto Baggio goes direct. And now they can spring out of defence. Davids. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Roberto Baggio. Pass somewhat off target. Seedorf. Oh, Davids! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Davids brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Roberto Baggio. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's the whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back on the way.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Now it's Pelé. Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Takes a shot! Oh, lovely bit of skill. Hoisted in, and it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Davids. Pelé. Modric gets a foot in here. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Olise. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And it's Baggio. And here's Olise. And that's been won straight back. And here's Baggio. 60 minutes played. Donatoni. He's got away. He's in plenty of space here. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Olise actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this is Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Threads one in. Cruyff. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. It's a promising position. Cruyff is flagged offside.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22.
So, time for changes Modric. On both sides, actually.
Numero 15. Numero 2.
And they're quick to get it back.
Numero 13. Lasciano il
Pedri.
campo per il numero 10.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Well read, nice interception.
Il numero 21. Il numero 9. Owen. Cambio di giocatori.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Baggio. Seedorf. Makaleli, very much a man of this moment. Spread neatly. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Seedorf.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Caceres calmly anticipates. Rivaldo chasing after it. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's an imaginative pass. Caceres. And it's Rivaldo.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Driving on and making good progress. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's nice. And this is Owen. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and
Bouts
quickly.
of passing here, really easy on the eye. Crosses it in here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ci sarà un minuto
Probing
di
pass.
recupero.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And time is up. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So bring it on. High. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. So off we go then. Well, there's little new to say about this man. Majestic, regal, known as Le Roi by his countrymen. He is footballing royalty. The man is, of course, Michel Platini.
Well, Peter, I don't think I've seen a better all-round attacking midfielder. Certainly not in Europe. He is very close to being the perfect number 10. OK, people may say he lacks a little bit of stamina and defensive contribution, but for his attacking football and his ability to take in the landscape, there's no one better.
And it's Baggio. He's looking wide. And this is Roberto Baggio. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Alonso. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Baresi. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Platini. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's tried one! Fantastic from Elise! About as smooth as it gets. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Seedorf did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's through, now is he in? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Pelé. That's an excellent interception. And this is Van Basten. That's been cut out, well played. Spread it left. Well timed, excellent interception. Platini is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Xabi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Van Basten. Platini will not... It's Van Basten! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And the finish! He has done it! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's on his Pelé! It's there! And they're back in front! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Iniesta. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Danielson really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodri. Baresi. And here's Van Basten. Danielson. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Face to face, it's Asa! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And this is Roberto Baggio. Spread out to the left. Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter.
He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Tries to pass it through. And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 3, Paulsen.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 20,
And it's Seedorf.
coming on the field.
That's a nicely weighted pass.
23.
Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Quality ball. Knocks it into space. Baresi. Albert Ferrer. Koundé. Looking to play him in. Messi receives it in a good position here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's picked it up out wide. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
The attendance
Out
for
to
this
the left
match
it
was
goes.
71,898.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. Can he get onto this? Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Olise! Fantastic from Olise! A finish right from the top draw. And they are cruising away. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So now the difference is 3. Mbappe. And it's Xabi Alonso. Davids. Now it's Pele. Now it's Olise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He is through here. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Messi. Oh, that's neat. And here's Iniesta. Rice. Seedorf. Over to the left. Now it's Hazard. He's got away. That is good strength. Baresi makes the interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Van Basten. Shapes to shoot! Davids, and they can counter here. Olise providing... He's gone for goal! And he's done very well to deal with it.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Basten. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So is this the start of a comeback? Turns back here, probably the best option. Davids. Just 5 minutes left. And he's managed to get free. Here's Rodri. Platini. And it's Iniesta. Played out towards the right wing. Hangs in across. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Rice. Seedorf.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Shifted it to the flank. Davids. Pele. Decent chance! And it's there! That is so good, such sharp skills. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
But it's Owen. Played back into the centre. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for the rock. It's Dembele! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Owen, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's played, and he shoots! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Puskás showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dembele! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Dembele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Beckham. Del Piero. Can he get on the end of this? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Puskás unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Dembele. He is through here. Shoots! That's travelling a long way. Dembele. Oh, that's a fine interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he is not giving anything away. Oh, he's onto this. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Seedorf. And it's Owen. And this is Dembele. Dembele. It's Dembele! Goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Pedri played into space out wide. And that is going out for a goal kick. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is out of play.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for...
Big chance! Brilliant from Pele! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it.
And the finish! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Roberto Carlos. Totti. Totti was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, it's Dembele. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That has not gone well. Can he get it through? And this is Messi. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Puskas. Totti. Totti! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Chiellini tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for options for move. Real chance! It's a loose ball. Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. He is just caressing the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And a chance! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half. It's a promising position. Beckenbauer. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Owen. Is there any support? He might not need it. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now, what about a counter-attack? Del Piero goes on a charge down the left.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defend.
Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Owen. Seedorf. That's a sharp pass. Now, can they get him away? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rodri. Koller. Just about up to the hour now. Dembele touches it back. Oh, it's Dembele. He's a sharp little ball here. It's loose now. Goes for a shot!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. They get a throw in.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Dembele.
Elects to cross. Chiellini with the clearance. Bops him off it. He's having a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Number 18.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Koller really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, they could break here. Tries to play it through. Messi. That is lovely. Tries to cross. Climbs up big. Seedorf. That's a lovely, neat pass. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And the pass is intercepted. Pedri. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Maradona. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there and it's been blown.
Over to the left. Now it's Del Piero. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Looks a good ball through. He's got away. Pedri has it out wide and in space. Important interception.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And here's Raul. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Distributed tidily.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Spain have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
Rafinha. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? That is lovely. Vinicius Junior! It's in! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So, a breakthrough already. Beckenbauer.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Not the most accurate pass. He's shifting through the gears here. Seedorf. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, played right into his path. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Roberto Baggio. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected.
Shot, surely! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Pedri. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is just ripping it up. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is...
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like
welcome
that.
to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
Owen. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, this looks sharp.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a pretty loose pass. Could be danger here. Scholes. Busquets. And it's Baggio. Baggio goes steaming forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Scholes. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ribery. Out towards the flank.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Scholes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Courtois claims it, safe hands. Beckenbauer. And it's Seedorf. Now Roberto Baggio. Seedorf. Pele can see things, others simply cannot. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played out wide. Oh, that was vital. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Ribery, looking to play him in. Rooney, he's found the way through. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Owen.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Owen. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Owen. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well played. Rooney. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Ferdinand. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rooney. Busquets. Now it's Owen. Seedorf. Owen. Owen charging forward, the ball at his feet. Cantona.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution in progress.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great ball, and he's in here. Busquets. So what can they make of this? Cantona. Cantona, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Owen. Nice interception, well timed.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Seedorf did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Roberto Baggio. Pele has it in a wide position. And this is... Can he finish? It's a loose ball. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Ribery. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Good running, strong and purposeful. Cross flung in towards the middle. Chooses to go back. That has been slung wide. And he whips it across. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Oh, it's hit the post! Backward it goes, and this is Ribery. It is a corner, good chance. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Thinks about the shot. Manchester United with another corner. It's their second corner of the game. And it's Scholes. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Pele. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Now it's Pelé. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rooney. Manchester United looking to pass their way through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. Knocks it into space. Pelé with the cross. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Rooney. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Scholes has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 24, Cantona. Number 4, Owen. Number 21, Rooney.
It's a good foot in there.
23.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Number 20, Johan Cruyff. Number
Good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Number 13.
There's the delivery.
Number 7, Mateus. Substitutions taking place. There will be 1 minute at a
Seen that
time.
early. Used a certain sixth sense. That's a sharp pass. That's that, the end. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Now this man Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
Seedorf, hoisted in, tries to get it clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well.
It's Pele! That is decidedly lacking.
Ajax really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Costa Curta. And it's Thuram. Davids. It's Pedri.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening, and claimed it back swiftly.
Played towards the other side.
Roberto Carlos.
Now, can they get him away? Chips it through. Davids is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh, it's Dembele.
Dembele tries making a foray down the right. And he's gone long. That's beautifully weighted. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that Pedri is on his own. And the shot! Against the crossbar!
Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Pedri has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Pedri, and it's Davids. Ambitious ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So we're still where we started right now. Pedri. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it out wide. That is good strength.
Roberto Carlos
Is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. A probing pass. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And this is Roberto Carlos.
Roberto Carlos
Couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. Thuram gets a foot in here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Davids tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Picked out and Seedorf! And it's there it is! The breakthrough strike. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now it's Messi.
Shoots!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. No way through. Dembele is onto this. Dembele!
Chance, surely!
That could spell...
And another try!
Seedorf. Chiellini cuts it out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Seedorf. Now it's Pele. That's good play. Pele. Pele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That looks a cracking ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Some resolute defending there. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's Dembele. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Dembele. Knocks it into space. Nedved. Mbappe. Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Seedorf has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Now it's Pele. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's in a good position. Shot a goal! Oh, that is very close.
Davids brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And we have our very first corner. And it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Excellent interception. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. Now this could be a chance. Ball is over the line. Now he's off and running. And it's Davids.
Might want to be careful there.
Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Pele. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's Dembele. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Seedorf has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Thuram with the clearance. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It'll be a throw-in. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Well, here's one of the standout names of his day, Jim. Dragan Stojkovic.
Yeah, Peter, there was a time when the Balkans produced an incredible number of truly remarkable footballers, and out of them all, he was probably the best, at least technically, I'd say.
And the crowd love him. They're chanting his name. He is their hero. There's little doubt about that.
Well, they can hope for some more heroics here, I guess.
Nice bit of trickery. And here's Owen. Davids. Oh, well played. Can he get it through? And it's slung out wide.
Beckenbauer cuts out the pass.
Owen.
Now it's Eto'o. Not the most accurate pass. Maldini. It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Eto'o. Oh, that's a key interception.
Maldini.
Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Neither side especially adventurous early on. Roberto Baggio.
Oh, great feat, that.
And the shot's on here. Just the goal. Takes a shot! And it's a goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Engages and forces him off the ball.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's having a shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And here's Owen.
That was lovely, that.
And it's Modric. Rivaldo,
Defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
that has been cut short. Maldini.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
Out for a throw. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, good spread. Roberto Baggio. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Great ball, and he's in here. And that's an excellent interception.
Rivaldo. Now it's Eto'o.
Romania looking to pass their way through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And he cuts out the supply. That looks a good ball through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Owen. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's going in strongly.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Rivaldo, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Pedri. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, some tackle that. Rivaldo. Chiellini, looking to play him in. Here's a chance! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more. Owen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Forward it goes. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Well, he was given the time.
And a chance! It's a goal!
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Turns and goes, shapes to shoot!
And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. He's gone for goal! Good effort first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Turan, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And it's Modric, and he was quick to react. And that's gone loose. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there's the clearance. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And that's definitely not his best. Now that looks a decent ball. O'Shea. Stojkovic. Well read, nice interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Caresses it through. Owen. Chiellini deals with that comfortably. Romania appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter.
Can he finish?
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Owen is offering a wry smile there.
Chooses to go back. Shot at goal! Romania have the chance to go the other way. And here's Eto'o. Eto'o! Oh, cracking ball. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Owen. Ball's played through. He's in plenty of space here. Baggio gets into a good position.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Now it's Eto'o. Great vision. Now it's Nedved. Now it's Eto'o. Rivaldo. It's Rivaldo! And that's a real chance missed.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
Courtois claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pedri. Roberto Baggio, given the lift of his goal. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pedri, and he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Davids. Look at the space here. Chance for a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Looking for options for movement. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Owen. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well read, nice interception. And he's intervened well there. Now he's got space here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Olise. Cafu. Cafu plays it in. They want to be quick. And again! That's a half-decent try.
Pele is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Still goalless at the moment. Tries to play it through. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Cruyff. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Can he get it through? He is through here. Elise's cross. And he's taking no chances there. Pele. And it's Pedri. Serginho cuts it out. Almost half an hour in now. And it's Serginho. Now it's Olise. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Owen. Davids. Modric. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he passes it long. Cafu. Olise in acres of space out wide. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one.
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Great vision, neatly clipped into space.
That's just playing it safe. and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now he's off and running. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Owen. He's a sharp little ball here. And they've been given a corner. And we have our very first corner. He's on it, can he get away? And now they can spring out of defence. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And he's in on goal. And he whips in across. Can he get on the end of this? Cristiano Ronaldo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Davids. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And right on half-time, that is telling. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Serginho.
FC Tokyo really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Cleared away. Pedri. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's only too happy to take that back. Threads one in. That is good alertness. Swung over. Now it's Olise. Costa Curta, too strong for his opponent there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's picked his way through. And that's a dangerous ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 8,
Built as the single goal between the
Coming on the
sides.
field, number 24,
Rice.
Mamouche. Number
The only
14,
breakthrough then came late
The
in the
attendance
first
for this
half here,
match
and that
was
is the difference. 1-0 the score. Spread out to the left. And they've switched it over to the other side. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pedri is onto this. That's going to go a long way. And it's Pedri. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Real chance! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught. It's Modric! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Substitution on the field. Number 2.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 13. Rijkaard.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Number 11. Adams. Number
He's going to be
6.
disappointed with that.
It's substitution in progress.
Mateus. Hazard. That's an imaginative pass. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Cleared without complication. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cafu. Picked out brilliantly, crossed into the box.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Rice. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that pass just didn't quite work. Thuram clears. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, can they get him away? Haaland! It's anyone's ball now. Davids. Backward it goes. He's found a way through. And it's Modric. Shot could be on. Looking to play him in. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Knocks it into space. Mateus is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's heaved it away and reclaimed it in a trice. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Haaland. And he's certainly onside here. And the shot! That has been slung wide.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be
Oh,
one
well
minute
played,
added
well
time.
played. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever.
He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner, they're first.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Milan have it back and can go again.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Totti. Oh, it's Dembele. Aimed beyond the defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And he's been shifted off it. Baggio was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's there to make the challenge. Costa Curta. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, it's Dembele.
And it's Davids.
Dembele! Oh, important interception.
Decent chance!
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Well, the clearance is short. Modric. Neither side yet able to find the net. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Now it's Pedri, and this is Hullet.
It's a threatening chance for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then.
goes for the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cafu. Roberto Baggio. Now, can they get him away? Van der Ven does really well to win the ball there. Rice wins the duel this time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pele with a header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Pele. Oh, it's Dembele. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. And it's Totti. Now it's Hullet. Modric. Davids. Totti. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match. And the shot! In for the pieces! That's going to go a long way. Davids. Oh, super ball. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Pele. Davids. And it's Totti. And this is Hullet. Now it's Pele. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rashford. Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, it's Dembele. Hullet.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that has left him in a heap. And here's Dembele.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Well, that pass isn't the best. He's found a way through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, just skips past his man. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Informazioni dello stadio riceveranno un simpatico omaggio. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6, Totti.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Numero 9, cambio di giocatori.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Pedri. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Pedri. Priol promptly onto that, and that is that. Hullet chasing after it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that has been cleared.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that's fabulous. Davids with... It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, he's been caught napping! He's having a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Quality ball.
Davids. Pele was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
That's a sharp pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Shot, surely! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
A probing pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Pedri.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Davids. He is through here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain...
Shoots!
Cleared without complication.
Now it's Rashford. Rashford going face-to-face with his great rival.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 15, Puyol. Numero 37, lasciano il campo per il numero 5, il numero 20.
And that is a routine catch.
Oh, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Davids. Can he get on the end of this?
And here's Elise. Davids has it out wide and in space. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. Now it's Pele. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Can he finish? Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Numero 6.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Cafu. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Il quarto uomo indica 4
All
minuti di
square
recupero.
again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Pedri, and that could set him on his way. And this is Van Basten.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read. And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
It's Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele. Modric. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Kudus. Now it's Endrick. Hakimi. And it's Kudus. Driving forward. Chiellini simply refused to be outdone there. Modric. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mendes cuts it out. Now it's Mbappe. McTominay. Kudus. Can he get on the end of this? Hakimi picks it up out wide. He shifted it to the flank. And that could set him on his way. He could be in here. Pele! It's bounced back off the post. They've scored! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, it's come to nothing. Kudus. McTominay. And here's Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Brilliantly cut out. McTominay. Passing is crisp and sharp. Endrick. Endrick stood his ground strongly.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Chance for a shot! No mistake! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Endrick at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's on his way! It's Pele! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Asensio. And it's Rice. Now it's Mbappe. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Shapes to shoot! Superb from Pele! About as smooth as it gets. Into the lead once more. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And here's Endrick. Nicely aimed pass. It's a good ball out wide. Vardiol. Rice. And Mendes. Decent progress down the left. Can he latch on to this? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we have our very first corner. Rice with the short one. Corner number 2 then.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That'll be a throw. Asensio looks to the other side. Now, can they get him away? Here's the whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitution.
And we're off again. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, good-looking ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Asa! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Distributed tidily. Roberto Baggio. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Rice. This is the time you need that pace.
No, that's been intercepted. Now he's off and running. Modric. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lovely feet. They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Davids. Out to the right. He's going for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Olise is offering a right smile there.
Nkunku with the clearance. Now it's Mbappe. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's McTominay. Engages and forces him off the ball. McTominay knocks it into decent chance! Really well taken goal. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
This is quite a battle.
He's had a shot!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game. Rice plays it short. Now it's Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ball driven towards the far post. And it's hoisted clear.
Takes a shot!
Oh, taken with style. And the comeback is complete. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to...
And he shoots!
Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Baggio. Out to the left it goes. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And here's Nkunku. Oh, facing up to his adversary.
Has a shot!
It's a loose ball. Beckenbauer getting this one clear. And he's there to retrieve it. And he's straight offside. And here's Elise.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pele does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Elise. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's Pele!
And that could come back to haunt them.
Pele was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
And it's been taken short. Oh, sweet feet. Backward it goes. Shot.
Davids!
Substitution on the field.
Number 3 coming up.
Baggio. Number 26, Davids. Number 11, Modric. Number 22, Chiellini.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Number 15, Erling Haaland. Number 41, Rice. Number 5, Pedri.
And they're
Number
quick to get it back.
13, Rice.
Great ball, and he's in here. Turns and goes back. The ball goes in. Up he goes! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So their 4th corner of the game. Rice goes short. That's good play. Quick look, then plays it in. Thuram clears it away. Out towards the flank. Back into the middle. Oh, nice one too, very nice.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Hakimi. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Rice. Nuno Mendes. Nkunku. Over to the left. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, that's well spotted. Rafinha. And it's Rice. And it's Mendes. Great vision. Nkunku. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
And that interception was... Good chance here! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Van der Vaart is offering a right smile there.
Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. He's not got that quite right. Great ball, that is Sluta! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Dembele. Seedorf. Van der Vaart. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely shaped ball, and it's been played through. Rijkaard. Messi. He's cut it out. Thuram. Vinicius Junior is onto it in a flash. Davids. And it's Seedorf. Nicely worked. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition's...
Dembele! It's shot at goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Vinicius Junior. And here's Dembele. Oh, this is a... He's having a shot! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. No, it's come to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Howson gets it clear. Davids. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Albert Ferrer spots it and intercepts. No, he's just misjudged that one. And it's Davids. Davids is onto this. Looking for the run. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he can clear it away. And here's Vinicius Junior. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ronaldinho. That's very neat. And he's whipped it across. And he cuts out the supply. And that was nowhere near his best. Taken back almost at once. Messi. Edmilson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Thuram gets it away. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He gets big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Edmilson is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Maldini. Van der Vaart, who's set up one goal so far. It's Dembele. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And this is Dembele. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Maldini. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Ronaldinho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That is good alertness. Davids. And it's Ronaldinho. Nicely weighted ball. This looks promising. Terrific header! What a wonderful goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? He's on chance, surely! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Real chance! Goal! And they're back in front! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Van der Vaart.
Madrid go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, super find. He is through here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cross flung in towards the middle. And he's taking no chances there. Tries to play it through. Ronaldinho's delivery. Brahim Diaz. He's gone for goal! Brahim Diaz! That's brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Dealing with the pressure. Save from Khan. Oh, it's come loose. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ronaldinho, a probing pass, and he's picked out the run. He's one-on-one, and a chance! Davids. That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, there's a probing ball. Olise. Now it's Pele. And this is Roberto Baggio. Seedorf. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And this is Pele, and he's in on goal. And a shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Pele. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Pele. Threads one. And the finish! In for the pieces! It's in! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
We have got ourselves a game here. It's a loose ball. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Davids. Now it's Olise. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior receives it in. He's through and all alone! And the shot! It's in! The breakthrough strike! That was a given. It always was.
Vinicius Junior really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's really well manoeuvred. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Roberto Baggio, and he's running through. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's found a way through. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. He's shifting through the gears here. Otto defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Baggio. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Xabi Alonso.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And here's Batistuta. Xabi Alonso. Nicely weighted ball. Shot, surely! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, taken with style. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Crosses it in. And that's a good-looking ball. Looking for the run. Oh, can he finish? That's another chance. He'll try to keep this alive. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten is flagged offside. Beckenbauer kept aware. and it is reclaimed easily. Pele. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it through? And this is Maradona. Bullish header! Really well taken goal. And they get themselves in front! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Van Basten. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Looking for a runner. Oh, that was vital. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mateus. Beckenbauer. Roberto Baggio. Pele. For Olise.
There will be 1 minute
The
added
final
time.
seconds now.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's just beyond his reach. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Xabi Alonso. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Great chance! It's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Jordan Henderson. Serginho. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckenbauer. Now it's Pele. Oh, he's bustling through here. Otto spots it and intercepts.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Van Basten is onto it in a flash. Mateus, he's got away. The ball goes in. Up he goes! And it's in! Right back in the game! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Van Basten. Mateus. Header! He scores! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it...
Tries a shot! He can get that clear. Chiellini cuts it out. Now it's Pele.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's really well cleared. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
A heavy challenge. Mateus. And here's Van Basten. Roberto Baggio. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And that's aimed into the middle.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, good-looking ball. Vinicius Junior chasing after it. And it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Batistuta. And reclaimed it in a trice. Big chance! No mistake! And the comeback is complete! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And yes, it's him again! Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And Batistuta! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Luton really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Pass is just off target. And he's managed to get rid.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
There will be 3 minutes.
They're not going to make any further progress now. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Olise. Oh, important interception. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
He's looking wide. Well timed, excellent interception. It's a good run down the right. Great vision. It's Pelé! Brilliant from Pelé!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Parma finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And this is Tadic. Oh, nice touch. Son, up he goes! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Palmer grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Kante gets across to intercept that. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not again. Damn it! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nuno Mendes. Now, can they get him away? Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Tadic. And it's Carvajal. Tries to play it through. Played into space out wide. And he can clear it away. Carvajal, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nice interception, well timed.
Owen really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Pelé. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. That has ended up in no man's land. He's on it. Can he get away? Shot a goal! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
30 minutes gone. Nuno Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Son Heung-min. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Tadic. And it's Carvajal. Conte. And here's Tadic. That's tidy. Spread out to the left. Now that's well seen too. Now what about a counter-attack? Pelé. And that is as far as they're going to go. Davids looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Tadic. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Olise is in a really good position out wide. Shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Mendes drives forward on the overlap. Olise.
Ci sarà un minuto
It's
di
a
recupero.
promising run he's making on the right. Pinches it off him. Son Heung-min. And this is Tadic. Looking for options for movement. And it's half-time here. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 19. Lascia il campo
There's
per
the
il
whistle then to start the second half.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
That has been cut short. Gabriel is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Can he get it through? And it's Vitinha. Tadic. Now it's Mbappe. He's cut it out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
With Rudiger. Played in by Danny Carvajal. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to get it away. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nuno Mendes. Olise. Now it's Owen. Now it's Olise. There's the crossfield ball. Carvajal kept his eye on it, and he's there. Carvajal. Palmer looking to pass their way through. And it's Carvajal. Chiellini gets a foot in here. Palmer are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Shifted it to the flank. Lovely. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he's intervened well there. He's gone forward. That has been slung wide. Couldn't squeeze it through. And he's hit it long, but astray. Pele looking understandably energised after his goal. Nuno Mendes. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Palmer! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And now he has... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Looking to play him in. Just a quarter of an hour to play. He's picked his way through. Looks across and plays it in. Great ball, and he's in here. And it's Vitinha. And the ball's come loose here. Looking for the run, and he whips it in. Cleared away.
Parma clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Son Heung-min. Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Tadic clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And it's Hazard. Hazard on a charge down the left. Oh, he's been caught napping. Seedorf. And he's quick to get it clear again. Vitinha. Looking for a runner. That has not gone well. Thuram. Pele is onto it in a flash. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Howson gets over and intercepts.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Now it's Vitinha, who has found support out wide. Mendes receives it in a wide position. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
That is a brilliant interception. And we're done. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
It comes as little surprise, Peter, that we find the name of Park Ji-sung on this team sheet.
First name on the team sheet, you would think.
Yeah, and a player with a fantastic engine. I always think that every time you see him, he's just going to run himself into the ground. He'll give everything for the cause, and he always sets the tone for industry.
Now it's Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the counter is on. That has not gone well. Seedorf. Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's a sharp little ball here. Howson and Mateus. Oh, they could break here. Modric. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread.
There they go, hunting again.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gabriel gets it clear. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Olise.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Mateus. Benfica trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Pelé conjures time and space where few can. Howson. Marmouche. Mateus. Floated through. Chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Costa Curta. Modric. And it's made its way to him. He has found the way through. And he shoots! He's delivered all right! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for a runner. Nicely worked. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shooting chance! That's another chance! He scores! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last night...
He's had a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here! And one more try! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Baggio with the short one. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. brilliantly cut out. Quality ball. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. Stood up well to him there. Forward it goes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gabriel, a probing pass, and he's intervened well there. Now it's Pele. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. It's just beyond his reach. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Turan has a look and plays it forward. Marmouche. It's Park Ji-sung. Great shoots! Goal! Benfica! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Benfica take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That has been cut short. And we hit half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Chiellini.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Great vision. Seedorf showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mateus. Now, can they get him? It's Pele! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Elise, they've got to be quick to recover this. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Played back in. And he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Modric has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. He's picked his way through. Pele, looking to play him in. Xavi Alonso. Benfica appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And this is Torres. Great ball if he can get there. He is through here.
Ball comes in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Modric. Number 10.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative
Coming
ease.
on the field.
Seedorf.
Number 23.
Roll.
Ambrosini.
Seedorf.
Number 20.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's through here. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction. Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Thuram.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Raul.
Who needs just a moment to score a goal. Nicely shaped ball. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Raul. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Pele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Seedorf. It's a quick ball upfield. Pedri. And it's Pedri. It's Seedorf. Pele. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Pele. And it's lofted through here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That is good alertness. Pele. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Wirtz, ambitious ball here. And this is Marmoush. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Raul? No, he wasn't going to let him past. Raul is fouled. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Marmoush. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Olise. Now Eder Militao. Not the most accurate pass.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Khan sends that a long way.
Xavi Alonso. Raul. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken. Pele. Some really good ball movement. Marmoush. Wirtz powering forward here. And he's there to make the challenge. The ball has bounced loose now. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective.